Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Extreme Weather Videos Live this evening. We are tracking severe weather moving across Tennessee this evening. Joining me this evening is my other admin, Rob from Florida. Rob, great to have you on. We've already seen multiple
Thank you.
uh, severe thunderstorm warnings. We have an active warning still going on right now, so let's kind of dive right into it. Rob, what are we looking at here?
Yeah, we got one severe thunderstorm warning on the board that is currently in effect for portions of Rhea, western central Meigs, northern Sequatchie, and Bledsoe counties until 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. This is near the Spencer area, moving east at 45. Hazards are currently 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. I honestly think this might be less than penny-sized hail if they get a new update, because I'm looking at the cell now and I'm not seeing quite as much hail as we saw before.
Yeah, no, it's definitely has become more of a, wind threat with this storm.
Yeah.
It is moving into mountainous terrain. I've been up in that area of Ray County over toward Dayton. It's moving through Pikeville right now, so that's kind of just on the northern side of the mountains there, but still fairly mountainous terrain in that area. So be interesting if we get some little bit of orograph uplift with this storm here as it kind of moves over the mountains. If that it will enhance this storm at all. So still plenty of moisture out there. Dew points, as we've seen earlier this evening, they've still been around 60 degrees.
Yeah.
We've also been keeping an eye on that storm that is just south of Murfreesboro. That storm also, yeah, that one there, that was severe thunderstorm warned. It's still got a good bit of wind on it. I wouldn't be surprised if they put out another special weather statement on that storm. Maybe some 40-mile-per-hour winds still moving through some of those places as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And also, folks, if you're just joining us, be sure to subscribe to our channel for updates. We do try and go live anytime we've got active weather. We've been talking about this the last couple days, and here we are. We've had multiple wind and hail reports today across Tennessee. We've even seen some reports even up in parts of Montana today, believe
Yep.
it or not, as well. This tornado watch, there is this tornado watch, Rob. If you zoom out, we can kind of see that tornado watch there highlighted in the yellow there. That is in effect till 10 p.m. Central Time. 10 p.m. Central Time. So that does include parts of northern Alabama till 10 o'clock. I'm keeping an eye on some of these storms potentially forming here in the southern part of this watch here, maybe in the next hour or so. So still have that potential to see some storms kind of fire up in and around that area. So places like Huntsville and Fayetteville, Huntsville, Alabama, up toward Fayetteville, Tennessee, are not quite out of the woods quite yet. Obviously, we haven't seen anything develop in that part yet, but it doesn't mean that it can't. Um,
Yeah. Not
so,
quite yet.
I mean, some of the latest models of the HRRR that we were looking at earlier was showing that there could still be some scattered storms, not quite as much as we've seen kind of up here in the Murfreesboro and over toward the Dayton area, but
Right.
there is the potential that we could still see some storms. So here's the latest look. I'm sharing my screen here. These are those dew
Also,
points that I was talking about. Where we can see we have plenty of moisture that is still in place here. This is the sub-hourly storms, and this kind of shows us there's that line of storms that was moving through. Um,
I see that.
let's put this in motion so we can kind of see what some of the thinking here with the sun. So there, see, here's a little some scattered convection that develops here later
Yeah, I
this
see that.
evening. Obviously, the watch is going to expire, which is kind of cool. Even how with the model, it actually when you're playing the computer model here on WeatherWise, it shows you at what point in time the watch expires. It actually drops it off once it hits that time. So
Oh
10
wow.
o'clock. So we can see here right around maybe, that 9 to 10 p.m. time frame, maybe some stronger storms here just on the northern side of Huntsville. So that's why this watch is still in effect for these areas, even though we haven't um, seen any storms down in this area yet. There's still the potential later this evening that we see some development. We're starting to see a little bit of development here, kind of on the western side of the watch.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see with these storms down here near Mount Pleasant if any of these are able to mature and develop and become severe. So yeah, those
Yep.
storms right there. So that little cluster is one cluster that we're gonna have to keep an eye on. But again, let's kind of go back to our Pikeville storm because that is still currently warned, and that warning does go till the top of the hour here, till 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central with this storm. So again, that's there. Ray County, West Central Meigs County, Northern Sequatchie County, and Bledsoe County there. So it covers multiple counties here in this area.
Yeah.
So we'll have to keep an eye on that cluster of storms as it comes through. But this storm down here, southeast now of Murfreesboro, coming across Interstate 24. Look at that, Rob. It's kind of starting to get a little bit of maybe a little bit of a hooking feature to it
Yeah.
again. And we've seen this storm earlier have a warning on it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see maybe it's just cycling a little bit, and maybe there will be another warning on this storm here in
Dew points
the
are
near
where that
future.
is. Oh yeah, look at that. 50s, 60s in that area. 67. Yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye on it. It's cool that you can like overlay the current radar to the dew points.
Yeah, it's a great feature that WeatherWise has. And folks, if you haven't checked out WeatherWise, I definitely encourage you to go download it, or they have a web version, weatherwise.app. That's the radar software that we use here on all of our live streams. So want to definitely give a shout out to them. Thank you for their partnership with us and working with us. So yeah, I think we're gonna start seeing. Oh, I'm starting to see a few little cells develop here, Rob, right around the Huntsville area now. Some very small
Okay.
cells starting to
Oh yeah,
develop
look at
down
that.
there. So this is what we were talking about here around 9 o'clock, that we could start seeing some more scattered development on the southern side of this watch. So definitely we'll have to keep an eye on some of this here. And keeping an eye here on our Dayton storm.
There you go.
New radar scan just came in on that. Folks, be sure to participate. You can use the live chat. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. We love
look at
getting
that.
to connect with you guys here on the live chat. We do monitor that. So that's a great way that you can interact with myself and with Rob.
Yo,
Yeah.
look. That's the
Yeah, so that's the
HRRR.
HRRR. So that's exactly what we're talking about here. Rob's, if you're watching here, this is the latest HRRR model run showing some of that scattered development there across southern Tennessee and northern Alabama. So we'll have to keep an eye on that here, especially this next hour, see if we get any severe storms. I don't know if they're going to be quite as strong, honestly, Rob, as what we see in the north, at least, from the model, it doesn't look like it. But, we'll have to see. It is interesting, though, that they added those additional counties in Alabama.
The new radar or the new HRRR should be coming out soon, right? For the I think it's 01Z.
Yeah, we should be getting that here probably about 20 minutes. So But folks, thanks for tuning in. If you're just joining us, welcome. My name is Joe, and joining me tonight is our other admin, Rob. So we're tracking these storms here in central Tennessee, moving into eastern Tennessee as well. And really, this is, in all honesty, Rob, this is kind of our first fall severe weather event that we've really gotten to track. Sure. I do think it's going to be a interesting fall season for us, with snow and with severe weather. I think we're going to have a lot of those different storm systems that will have the severe weather component on the southern end across Dixie Alley, and then we'll have those big snowstorms and blizzard events on the northern and northwest side of those strong low pressure systems that will be moving across. I definitely think that this is really potentially shaping up to kind of be one of those years. And
even like in my area could see possibly something.
Yeah, exactly. Even all the way down into Florida, especially in, I think, like December, January and stuff like that.
Yep.
So we've got the severe weather.
Tornado season.
We've got the severe weather tonight. We've got a marginal risk for severe weather again tomorrow.
Sure do.
And we have
Sunday, yes.
And we have freeze watches across much of Oklahoma into parts of Arkansas and Texas this evening. So we've got a little bit of everything going on tonight.
Yeah.
So, okay, so major update, Rob. Major update. They did just update the watch area here for Tennessee. So it looks like they've trimmed a little bit more on the western side there of that tornado watch, which does continue here for another 2 hours.
After that. Yep, I see that. Nashville's no longer in it. Franklin's no longer. Yeah, they trimmed it.
Yeah, and on the western side, like Savannah and those areas, so a couple more counties have been trimmed from it.
Yeah, I think everywhere. I think Kentucky, for the most part, is pretty much done with this, right?
Yeah, they're no longer that northern. That was a couple counties that were in Kentucky have also been removed from the watch, so it does not go into Kentucky anymore.
So it's mostly gonna be southeastern Tennessee, northern Alabama.
Yes, okay. I doubt there's really not a need to extend the watch any further east.
No,
this storm here. And they're not going to issue a severe thunderstorm watch out ahead of this. I don't see them doing that, especially since it's just really just this one storm here that's kind of going to be moving out of the watch area once it gets kind of north and east of Dayton.
They did upgrade. They did upgrade the 2% to a 5% for that slight risk area earlier. So.
Yeah, well, I'm still keeping an eye on this storm here now southeast of Murfreesboro. The signature on it's definitely starting to look a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so maybe a very very broad rotation trying to organize on that storm. So still not severe thunderstorm warned, but it has been warned multiple times this evening. So. Definitely keeping an eye on that area there, just kind of west of Fudge Round. So that's kind of moving here into the Big Springs area, and what is that, Bradyville?
Yep, right there, I see it.
So,
right in between Fudge Round and Bradyville, I think it's going to be. Maybe a little bit south of Fudge Round. We'll see.
It looks like it's maybe me trying to get a little bit of a hail core on it again there.
Yeah, look at that.
Just south of Pleasant View, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see that one get severe thunderstorm warning thrown out on it here again.
Yeah.
It was
See,
warned earlier, and then
it
they
does.
dropped the
Yeah.
warning.
Oh yeah, it does have. Oh no, it doesn't have a special weather statement. So
No, it doesn't have anything on it right now, which is a little
oh,
bit surprising. But it's
I
honestly
mean,
looking better than the storm off to the east that
yeah,
is
I would.
severe warned.
If I had
So
to guess the hail, I'd probably say maybe dime size, maybe
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's
something like
not
that.
very big, probably.
No.
So it's probably it's below quarter size hill most likely. But
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know what's our velocities on it look like. Oh yeah, and there's not the same. Remember earlier with this storm where we were
Yeah,
seeing a little bit more of that
wind.
damaging wind threat.
Yes.
That's basically completely gone right now. There's
Okay.
nothing really as far as a wind threat with it. So I can see why they don't have it warned right now because
All
that
right.
wind threat's just
You think it's
not
due to the
there.
cold front?
No, I don't think it's due to the cold front. I still feel like the cold front actually is still off to the west of this. This is still ahead of the
Yeah,
cold front.
it is ahead of it. You're right.
Um, but I think it's just trying to get reorganized a little bit. It's
Yeah,
it's a messy mode, you know.
it
It's
is.
a
It very
multi-cell
much is.
storm, you know. So you don't have like a really good like clear inflow or anything like that
No,
feeding
very
into it.
messy.
It's really kind of broken a little bit. So,
Yeah.
but I think, and you know what, we'll have to keep an eye on it as it comes across Interstate 24. If you're traveling on Interstate 24, just south of Murfreesboro, you're probably moving through some pretty significant rainfall.
Yeah, I
So,
wonder what the rainfall amounts are. Let me take because there's been some training storms in this area. Um, go to yeah,
it's
what's
some
that?
decent rainfall.
A couple inches.
Yeah, you can use that in a little inspectional. You're at what, like 1 to 2 inches there.
Oh yeah, sure. Yep, decent rain.
Which is needed because there's been a lot of drought in this area.
Some
So
small
really,
areas too.
anywhere we can get some rainfall in this area is definitely much
Sure.
needed.
Let's look down here and see. And not as much, but definitely a decent amount of rain
Yeah.
all
So
around.
yep. And you can see here, this is the drought monitor. So you can see here,
Oh, there you
right
go.
where look where this watch is at. I mean, the rain that we've gotten, the last couple
I'm helping
days,
it out.
it's really
Yeah.
been helping it out there across Tennessee. Now down here where I'm
Oh
at in
god.
Georgia, we've still got a lot of drought.
Yeah.
Uh, and unfortunately, we're not going to get much, if any, rain from this, especially across, South Georgia, northern Florida.
See how my
Really
area is
dealing
going.
with some extreme drought there. Um, so, and then down in Florida where
Got a little bit near me.
you're at about some moderate drought
Yeah.
down there in the Tampa Bay area. So
Yeah, and I was saying or I think it was 2 streams ago. I was saying the eastern side of the state has been really less dry than the west side.
yeah, it has because it's gotten a lot more rainfall, whereas the
Yep.
western half of Florida just has been deprived of rain.
And if you think about it, I mean, we haven't had a lot of tropical activity in the Gulf at all. I mean, everything's been east of Florida and the East Coast.
Yeah, I mean, you think of even parts like Palm Coast, Florida, and stuff like that, where they've just gotten that excessive
Yeah,
rainfall and the flooding and
sure.
stuff like that. So it has been a very different story, East Florida versus West Florida, for sure.
Definitely.
For sure.
Hopefully, we get some rain. Looks like possibly Sunday. See.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip radar sites real quick.
I think that if they do bring down that marginal, it's probably going to be East Coast, knowing us. We'll see. All right. See how this storm's doing here. It still has a pretty decent look to it, but be very much a rotation. A little bit just west of Bradyville.
Yeah, it looks like on the western side of that storm is now really kind of becoming the dominant storm there on the western edge of that warning.
Yeah. Kind of gonna overcut the one southeast of it.
Yeah, because that storm that's moving through Sunny Ridge, not doing a whole lot, but this one here closer to Hitchcock's in that area, that one maybe trying to develop a little bit more. But that warning still goes for another 7 minutes, so I doubt that they're going to reissue another warning on this storm. I don't.
This all has to do, and this all has to do with this low pressure that's kind of sitting here over Pennsylvania, Ohio area.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the colder side north here, and then you got the severe weather south, and then this next system coming in from this Pineapple Express is going to bring that cold front. It's kind of almost going to merge with this one, is it?
Yeah, Rob, hit a composite on your screen there so you can see the whole radar composite across the
look
U.S.
at that.
There you go. So that kind of gives you can see the two different systems. You got the one low pressure system there kind of across Ottawa, basically Canada, and then you got that second low pressure system that's digging in across Montana. And that area there in Montana is where we had there's still a high wind warning out there, but that's where we've seen those wind reports in that high wind warning today. We've seen 5 different wind reports. One was 70-mile-per-hour winds earlier. So
yeah, I wonder if they have any snow right now. Oh yeah, look at that. Some snow. Light snow. Nothing too heavy.
All right, so we just got Rob new. Look at how much they've trimmed the watch now. So
oh wow, look at that.
Yeah, they've really trimmed that tornado watch down now.
Kentucky is completely out of it.
Yeah, there's just a few counties now that are left in this tornado watch in Tennessee and northern Alabama. Either that or I'm not sure if they're. I think that's update. I don't know why they would have trimmed it so much.
Is the new slight risk updated? Let me see. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, the I don't think Alabama's even in the slight risk. I think it's in the marginal.
Yeah. So I mean, I think this may be our last warning of the night, possibly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the cold front's going to catch up to this.
It's going to kind of outpace it, yeah. Especially that western storm. It really is now starting to kind of take over it.
Yeah, look at that.
The only thing that's helped this storm here is, like I said, with those mountains, got a little bit of orographic uplift to kind of help, strengthen that storm there in the Pikeville area. So, but once it kind of comes over the mountains around Dayton, it'll weaken out. So kind of everything, once it gets east of Pikeville, you can already see it's kind of starting to fizzle out a little bit. They did put a new special weather statement out on that storm, though, that goes for another hour, just for some 40-mile-per-hour winds. Strong thunderstorms will impact Ray, Central Meigs, Northwestern Sequatchie, Bledsoe, and Northeastern Hamilton counties through 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central. Strong thunderstorms extending from 6 miles northwest of Pikeville to 13 miles northwest of Dunlap. Movement east at 40 miles per hour. Could see wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. So, honestly, Rob, I mean, I feel like today's kind of been a little bit quieter than I was thinking, but that's a good thing. The tornado threat, I mean, there may have been that potential tornado you talked about earlier. We'll have to see if NWS they're probably, I highly doubt that they're going to go out there with their current situation. But if they can do any damage survey to see if in fact there was a tornado or not on that one storm there north of Franklin, up near Bellevue area. But other than that, not too bad of a day. Not too bad of a day. So we'll see what tomorrow holds with that marginal risk. Can you kind of show us a review, Rob? Let's go take a look at tomorrow's marginal risk area, which is across the eastern. Or did they drop the marginal for tomorrow?
Yeah, we don't have a marginal. We have a
so they did. So wow, yeah.
They
So
dropped
SPC's like, yeah, they just dropped that marginal. So we do not have a marginal risk anymore for tomorrow. So
Sunday.
Oh, that's on Sunday. Okay.
This is Sunday. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's Sunday. So Sunday there's a marginal risk there. Northern Florida, Southeast Georgia, and coastal Carolinas through Virginia. So that's really our next thing. And then obviously our next big story is going to be the big freeze, as I'm calling it. It's going to be our big freeze. We're going to be seeing temperatures get all the way down into the 20s for parts of Georgia and Alabama on Tuesday. So that's going to be our next big story. There's already freeze watches out, even in Arkansas and Oklahoma tonight for tomorrow. So I'm ready for the freeze to be over and us to warm back up. Yeah.
So it looks like after this is going to be what to expect. So warm up there, hey, for Georgia possibly, and then Northeast, more cooler conditions, probably some more clippers coming in from Alberta possibly. So, and then after that, really, another warm up. Maybe some cooler conditions here back out near LA and New York,
in those areas,
parts of New England. And after that, for the rest of the month, possibly some more colder weather here from the north and warm up for the southeast. So, what we're looking at for the next month.
Yeah, it looks like the rest of November, once we get through the beginning of next week, the rest of November is going to be mild for us here in much of the southern third of the country, I would say. More typical for what we see this time of year. So that's what I think this winter is going to be like, where we are going to get our Arctic air outbreaks, and some of them are going to be really cold. I think, we might see snow this year or an ice storm, not out of the question. But I'm hoping there's more days that are warmer than are really, really cold.
Yeah.
So that would definitely be a nice change here. I could definitely handle a mild winter.
Definitely.
But
I'm trying to see
looks like things tonight are finally starting to settle down here.
Yep. There you go. I found it. All right. So, yeah, looks like things kind of dry up here. Continue for Florida, parts of Texas, Oklahoma, up into Kansas and Nebraska. And then, above average precipitation, West Coast, parts of the upper Midwest, and then New England.
Yep. And that last severe thunderstorm warning has now expired, so we are down to 0 severe thunderstorm warnings on the board. We'll wait a few more minutes, see if anything pops back up before we end the live stream here tonight.
Yeah.
But I think that's probably going to be about to wrap it up this evening.
Yeah.
Still a low chance that maybe one more happens sometime in the next hour. So make sure, folks, if you live in Tennessee, especially central and southern Tennessee, southeast Tennessee, have your weather radio, have your phone nearby. Make sure you've got those alerts on just in case, you get something. But overall, our severe weather threat tonight is definitely rapidly diminishing, which is good news.
I would agree. Yeah.
I appreciate, Rob, you being on here with me tonight.
Yeah, so one more thing before we go. We do have parts of Montana and Dakota's getting some snow here, possibly even up in these mountain peaks here. And Montana maybe getting up to a few inches of snow, maybe a foot in some areas where the mountains are higher. So keep that in mind also.
Yeah, winter has definitely started for the northern Rockies up there through, parts of like Yellowstone and Glacier and and those areas, definitely we are in full winter mode up there. So
I see a lot more blue on the radar tomorrow and
yeah,
Sunday, most likely.
yeah. So we'll definitely be tracking the snow here the next couple days. That's really where our attention is going to turn to. We're going to be seeing over 200 million people across the United States that are going to be impacted by this cold air Arctic outbreak across the central and eastern U.S. So stay with us here at Extreme Weather Videos. We'll continue to keep you guys updated here on YouTube by doing these live streams. We're also posting updates over on our Facebook page, so be sure to check that out, and our website, extremeweathervideos.com. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe out there, and we will catch you guys on our next live stream. Thanks again to Rob and to everyone on our team that helps make these happen. We appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next live video.
Have a good night.